The Summit Resort Limited. It's located in Elgeyo Marakwet County. The county is famous for its athletes and the mineral fluorite or fluorspar, which, in point of fact, is used mainly in the chemical industry to manufacture hydrofluoric acid. From the top of the valley, one can see Kocholwa, the Morop Hills of Carbanet, Murionge, and the Kaptore Cliff. It is from here that the contestants will embark on the next challenge.
We have two nature trails, the one that goes vertical and there's one that goes horizontal. So for those people who are not able to go to the vertical one, they go to the horizontal one, which is equivalently beautiful for them. It's quite a very scenic area, which allows you to have a view of the natural setting of this area. Keio has a lot to show. There's a river Keio, there's a Morop Hills of Kabarnet. You can view Kabarnet from here, it's close by. Unfortunately, around us, or fortunately, we're the only hotel that is around here.
However, before the contestants begin today's exercise, they have to warm up their muscles. Under the watchful eye of the three coaches, the contestants know the importance of warming up before a challenge. After the warm-up, the contestants are given one last briefing. Ultimate Challenge is now in Keio Valley. It's Summit Resort, very beautiful. We have a panoramic view of Keio Valley as we see it. It's very beautiful, but scary at the same time. If you've got, what's that thing called? A fear of heights, then this is not going to be a good day for you, even watching what the contestants are going to be doing. Very tough challenge and a very, very important one as well. I'm just going to let Mikali explain exactly why.
This is an elimination challenge. That means that we'll have people going home. So we'll start from that point, that tree over there, going all the way down. And we'll be timing. You'll do this 2 times. You walk down, go back up, walk down, go back up. The most important thing is we'll be timing you. So if you want to run, run. Beat the rest because there's a reward for you. The one who comes out last, you were up for elimination immediately. Hassan and Monica, you'll be going against each other. The one with the best time will have a reward. And we'll find out what happens to the next one.
But it's very important to stress the only reason why Hassan and Monica have been put together is because they have injuries, and that's the reason why they're going up against each other. It's a tough challenge. We wish you all the best. This is Ultimate Challenge. You rise above your limit, and that's what we want to see today. Let's find out how well they fare on today's challenge. So, how deep is the valley?
The altitude may be all about 2,400. This is a place where most of the athletes will train also. So in early morning, you always see them do the running around and all that. So it's quite an exercise, I agree.
With the instructions clear to all the contestants, it is time to start the challenge. This race, like many others before, starts with a mad dash to the front line. Hassan Kitsao and Monica Wanjiru are the last off the top of the valley, and their mini rivalry does not show any sign of cooling off anytime soon. At the front, it's another familiar narrative. With Brian eliminated, Kenneth and Geoffrey are in a tight battle for the first place. The challenge is tough both ways, descending and ascending.
It's an incline all through. That was the difficult part about it. The recovery period is when you're going downwards only, but it's an incline all through. So it was tough. You couldn't run, you just had to walk it through. Maybe the sprints would have done it at the finish line only.
Today's challenge was okay, I can say so. As I alluded earlier in my previous interviews, each day, each challenge, brings something on the table, right? But whatever this brought to the table was slightly what was rather unexpected.
With the contestants having to go down twice on this nature trail, Shaban, Anne and Lisper are in a fight for third place. Today's challenge is even more difficult, no thanks to the slippery conditions of the trail. The contestants have to take careful steps as they go down the valley.
Inategemea mbali uwezo yako imefika. Unaweza kimbia na miguu ama kichwa. Sasa mimi nilikuwa nakimbia na miguu. Wao walikuwa nakimbia na kichwa kwa sababu waliambiwa ule atamaliza mwisho atatolewa. Sasa ikawa mentality yao ilikuwa ni keep speed tu. Mtu ajali kuumia wala kitu chochote.
While Shaban pushes on, Anne and Lisper struggle. With another round to go, these two have to dig deep for much needed inspiration and strength.
This mchezo. Actually, I don't have words for today's challenge because I pushed myself to the grave, not even to my limits, to the grave. But today I've seen like almost every prophet, yeah, and I also talked to Jesus. It is the toughest thing ever. When I was starting, I didn't feel like it was alright because I have an injury on my knee and it's going down. So I knew I'm not competing with anybody else. So it was obvious I was last. So at least at some point I was feeling discouraged. But as I went down, I encouraged myself. I said I'm not competing with anybody else. I'm doing this for me, so regardless of what happens, I have to do it. So I said, in the first place I was saying I'm not going to do it because it's not easy on my knees.
Even though the contestants have little time to capture the panoramic view of the Kerio Valley with its breathtaking sights, the challenge can represent what most people go through in life.
Well, the walk down the escarpment, you realize when you go there that it's not a straight walk. It looks like it presents life in its own setting, because life is not easy, life is not straight, and it's about attaining objectives. For those people who want to go down, as in your case maybe, there are people with an objective and they need to hit some targets. Or those people who are likely to give up and maybe you stop halfway, it means you have missed your life target. So just the same way life has targets, you don't go to the extreme, then you miss your target when you're just about to get it.
Kenneth and Geoffrey are the first ones to complete the first round. Their time is 26 minutes 17 seconds and 26 minutes 19 seconds respectively. They are followed by Shaban, who clocks in 31 minutes 8 seconds, and with 35 minutes 18 seconds.
So, you can explain.
You want to have what? You want to have what?
How are you feeling?
And Lisper winds up the top 5 places with 40 minutes and 55 seconds.
What's happening?
It's terrible. It's terrible. It looks like this. It's a mean hill.
As is the norm in the challenges, Hassan and Monica are in a major battle. Although they have lost considerable weight since they joined the competition, the challenges still take a big toll on their bodies.
The experience in Eldoret has been a little tougher for me because at the beginning I started with the ankle injury. The running have been very hard for me. We have been doing some running in Boratan in Nakuru, but I think it's because of the injury. It has been a bit harder for me here in Eldoret, but I'm catching up and I'm doing my best.
As Monica struggles with an injury, Hassan opens a 10-minute lead.
Hassan! Hassan! Hassan, simama! Hassan, second round.
Utapeleka mochari.
Twende! Tana baba mochari.
He finishes the first round in 57 minutes 49 seconds.
I'm tired.
Stop getting tired. Yeah, push. Push.
While Monica comes in at 1 hour, 7 minutes, 49 seconds. Will she be able to catch up? Or has Hassan finally turned the tables on his nemesis? As Hassan and Monica embark on the second round, Kenneth and Geoffrey wind up. Kenneth triumphs in a time of 53 minutes, 58 seconds. And Geoffrey manages 55 minutes, 16 seconds to come in second place.
Actually, my secret was something very different from the competition, right? I'm currently trying out a new project which is very stressful, personally in my industry, and therefore every other minute I spent out there, was just trying to think through it, X, Y, and Z, and how I'm going to succeed in it. And for a minute I got my mind off the challenge, and therefore I just maintained the momentum, etc.
The reward was a big part of it, but if you look at it, the other day I was also minus. I think I was the first person also. So yeah, it's just me. Sorry to say, I'm trying to be modest, but it's just me.
Throughout his stay in Eldoret, Hassan has been pushed by Salim. This seems to give the 24-year-old the motivation to complete today's task.
Strong! Strong! Yeah!
With every single word of encouragement, Hassan slowly pulls away from Monica. Meanwhile, after pacing himself throughout the race, Shaban finishes third in 1 hour, 5 minutes, 45 seconds.
Mguu wangu kwa sababu ilikuwa na injury, lakini hata hivyo nimemaliza. Mguu iko salama na I hope haitanisumbua tena.
Anne follows Shaban in fourth place. Her time is 1 hour, 20 minutes, 50 seconds. In fifth is Lisba Kamau in a time of 1 hour, 24 minutes.
At Karura, mostly I don't go down the hill. I'm always telling the coach, I'm not going down the hill because of my knee. But at some point I said, I need to do it. I just need to do it for me. I gave up like 2-3 times. But sasa nilikuwa shindo nitabaki huko nabaki na nani? Siniende.
With the top 5 places taken, it's time to find out who will emerge victorious between Hassan and Monica.
Strong finish! Strong finish! Very strong, very strong. Endelea hivyo boss, hivyo. Strong finish!
Hassan has found a new spring in his step and finishes 6th in 2 hours, 4 minutes.
3, 2, 1.
The sportsman that he is drives him back to his vanquished teammate to encourage her. She finishes in 2 hours, 25 minutes.
She come. There you go.
With the challenge completed, a nostalgic feeling sweeps across the field.
I can't say more or less the gradient is the same, and more or less the distance may just be the same, except the Konabaridi was slightly short. But the circumstances under which you undertake them is the game changer.
Don't go away. Ultimate Challenge will be right back.